To this review and video of this security camera that I just received from China. The camera is a OneScam OEM. It's made by Shenzhen Smart Eye Digital Electronics in Shenzhen, of course. The camera itself comes in this nice box. Let's see. I think it's the same box as the OneScam. Not sure about that. It's a 720p camera, and I hope that it delivers better quality than the original normal QVGA cameras that are out there at this moment for a cheap price. So let's open up the box. Let's see what we have inside here. Prediction date. It's quite new actually. It's 9 March. Wall mount for mounting. The antenna for the Wi-Fi. Small Ethernet cable. A very solid feeling charger. Decent quality it feels. 5 volts. EU plug. A small CD with some software, I think. Here we have the camera. And the plugs to put it onto the wall. Nothing more in there. So let's take a look at the camera. It looks quite shiny. Don't know if you could like this for a security camera. It's not that it will notice your visitors that there is a camera, I think. But as it's going to be used to watch animals at night, I think this doesn't mind a lot. On the bottom here, got some info about the device and the DNS server or time server. On the back of the camera we got a DC in, a place to hook up your Wi-Fi antenna, Ethernet, and audio in, so you can add a microphone to it. I will test it later on in the review. Audio out. I think there was some audio out already in here. I'm not sure about that, but we will note it later. We got an alarm EO here to input and output sensors, and you can add an alarm or put a sensor in it. So you can put the sensor on the window and let the camera start recording when the sensor meets something. Here we got a protection sticker. I think it says April 2012. I'm not sure if that matches the sticker inside of the box, but I always use a 5 volt power supply, it says. Here we got a SD card slot but we will test it later in the review too. It got quite a few IR LEDs. They're not all around the camera. Here we have the light sensor, which makes the ER lights work when there is low light conditions. So now I'm going to hook this up to the computer. Back with you in a few seconds.
And we're back with the software of the IP camera. At first we have the CD here. It got various files on it. It got mobile apps, as you can see here, Android and BlackBerry, and just a mobile web browser view with a manual. Not very hard to understand. Just some information over the app inside the files. Nothing much exciting, but it's nice that they deliver it with the camera, although there are various alternatives in the Android market. Second, we got here operation guide, which seems to be in Flash. Just it gives you a basic setup of the IP camera. Takes a while to start. There we are. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, OneView, so you can start and scroll through. Teaches port forwarding and that kind of stuff. Nothing much exciting. Nice to have when you get a guide. There is a DNS server delivered with the camera. It was on the bottom of the camera. It was a DNS server. When you put it onto this IP address, you can connect with the DNS server of the Netcast factory, or OneView factory, whatever. Then we got software, which I will show you in a second. That's about it. Just a guide in Flash. It teaches. It's very easy to follow this way, but I think you can find it yourself. At least I did. Down here we got the user manual in Word or Office file. Or this is software. Let's take a look. Yes, the user manual of the EP camera. Just all here. As you can see, 5 meters infrared. Pan 350, tilt 100 degrees. BGN 720p. Yeah, microphone in, microphone out. Weighs around 300 weighs about 374 grams. Yeah, you can all read it here basically. Supports SD card, as said before. Very nice. Then here we got the A search. It's for this is the H version of the IP cameras, so that's what the H is for. As you can see, it finds the router, you search, and you get the device, the IP address. You can set the IP address from here, and then you type in the password, etc., and update it, and you don't have to go to the browser. For me, I think it was just easy to find the camera this way. Nothing more, nothing less, just a search program. Then here you got the software that's delivered with the camera, the user manual, and the software itself. I already installed it. As you can see, very basic software to manage it. Supports multiple cameras, at least 16 as you can see here. Only got one, so just click it and here it is. You can see the frames and the bytes, sound, etc. Screenshot, record. So let's close that one up and let's go to the IP camera view itself. Okay, let's log in. Standard word is admin. 123456 is the password. Let's keep that in mind. The reason why I log in with Internet Explorer is because of the you need to use other software when working in Chrome or whatever other browser out there. It works best with Internet Explorer as I assume, else you need QuickTime, and yeah, it doesn't work that nice as it does in the Internet Explorer, even with QuickTime or whatever installed. So as you can see here, you get a menu when you log into the camera. You got download ActiveX, first time use with Internet Explorer. You should download it and install it, else you don't get any images. The setup, the mobile view, and the video view. Let's go to the video view first. As you can see, we're now connected, and when I move my mouse around on the screen, you can see there are arrows, and when you click an arrow or drag it, you can pan and tilt the device. As you can see, it was filming in not the right conditions. As you can see, the image is quite clear. Nothing you can't really see. I'm not sure if night vision goes this far, but yeah, image so far is very nice in my opinion. It's a bit dark now, but I think that's just the light conditions, and you will have a bad light condition anyway wherever you are and what camera you have, if you don't focus it or whatever. So as you can see, panning and tilting, very smooth. You can also do it with the arrows over here, or set it to the middle, stop it when it's doing this, it's guarding, so let's stop and let's go back. And pan and tilt up, and back again. Then here we got the SD card. You can add an SD card to the camera itself, and it does work. I made a few pictures. I didn't get a video file to work, so I'm not sure. You can capture a file like this and it will save it onto the SD card. It actually did now 3, 4, 5 times. Recording, as you can see, start record fail. Why it is not working, I'm not sure, but yeah, I think I will find out later. Here you got various options. You got a zoom option, zooms up to 3 times. Not sure what this option is for. Maybe it's the IR LEDs, I'm not quite sure. Preferences, where to save the file. Oh, it should be recording, I think. So yeah, that's very nice. Then here we got the microphone and the speakers. They do work. I can't test it now because you get annoying really annoying sound as the camera is next to me, and I don't want to do that to you. Then we got the settings. After view, we got media settings. You can set the resolution, bit rates, frames per second, up to 30. The second stream, which is the mobile stream, you can set the resolution, the bit rate and frames. Then you can add a camera timestamp, like you can see here, and you can add a description of the camera, so put it on work chamber here, but you can change it to anything or just turn it off. But I think it's easy for if you're recording the image, so you can see what time it happened, obviously. Then we got network settings. In this case I use a fixed IP address. We can also set it on dynamic. It's the same as you did see before in the H-search program. There you could set the IP address and update it. That's just the same, but this is the web browser version of it. You can make the DNS or take it for DHCP server, set ports, etc. for outbound. You can set in alarms on motion detection. So let's make window 1. I want to get an alarm when a plane or bird is being seen there. Window 2, I want alarm when a sheep is seen there. As you can see, there is a bird. You can set a sensitivity. Not sure how sensitive you should set it for this kind of things, but I assume it will work, as the interface shows it very nice in my opinion. You can set up to 4 places where you can set motion detection. Very nice when you got a road in between somewhere you don't want to go, get alarms off. Then you can set an alarm, the alarm settings, save the picture to the SD card, save it on a video, save the videos on a FTP server. You need a SD card in it for that. It will store it on the SD card first and then upload it to the FTP server. Yeah, the relay out, alarm, email alarm. We'll take a look at it later. Then the schedule, you can make it schedule, record of schedule the alarm, week mode, Monday to Sunday. You can start it or stop it 3 times a day, should be enough. Then you gotta use the work mode, work days and weekends, or just all times. I can think you could use it in the work day of the work mode. Very easy for companies to set it. So let's get back to network. As you can see here, we got Wi-Fi options. It will search for the Wi-Fi itself. It found this as SSID when I tried to search it. It seems to work. Yeah, I can't show you it right now because the internet speed is of the Wi-Fi speed is too slow in this room to show it properly, but it does work. I tested it elsewhere. We'll try to get some images of that added later on, but I will mainly use it with an Ethernet cable anyway, as I trust the connection more than the Wi-Fi connections out there. Then we got the remote access. You can put on, as I told before, you have the manufacturer DDNS. It's like some weird domain name. I think you could better use IP partner like DiDyNS, you could use it too. Just log in with a name and password. Will automatically update the IP address to them. So I think that's a nice feature of this camera. Audio, didn't show you that before. Forgot that one. You can use the built-in microphone or the line in. You can capture the audio, put the bitrate out, I assume, not sure, and a second stream. So would you like audio onto your mobile device or not? Then the image, set the brightness. As you can see, does quite a lot for the image. Contrast, and colors, I think. Sure. Very nice. You can flip it for when it's upside down, mirror it, etc, etc. Night model, and I think that's for turning on the lights or not. Not sure about that. As you can see, doesn't need to change the illumination at night, and you can set it to a number when it's too light or not light enough. Manual auto for the night vision mode. Very nice to all manage that by yourself instead of the camera. So I'm very pleased with that, as it's going to come in a small fixed room. I think it's nice to put it on manual as the light conditions don't change an awful lot. So I think that's better for the image. Now we are at system, device information, time settings. Can put up the time yourself or just sync it with anything. You can reboot it, factory default, save the data, restore something or upgrade the system. System seemed upgraded, no new firmware out there, but so far I can see in Internet Explorer it's running all quite smooth. The only update that I could imagine is a better experience for the Chrome or Firefox browsers. Access log, as you can see. Yeah, I think that's all to say about this camera. It functions quite well, images quite well. Next I want to show you is the night vision, but I need a little change of setting for that. Back with you with that in a second. As you can see, we're back and I made it night. Woohoo! Let's see. We're back at the media settings of the image. Night model. You can adjust the light settings here. As you can see, quite dark now. Even more dark now. And when I put it on to 10, it's too light, but you can see the difference between it. Seems very nice in my opinion. So let's put it back to about 8 and get back to the view and pan a little bit around. Maybe it's still a bit too light, but you can see the picture is crisp. I think this distance is about 4 meters and you can see how it lights up. Image is very nice, way better than the 800x640 cameras out there. Yeah, works a hell of a lot better. Let's get back to the media settings and an image. As this is a bit too light, you can also let it self-adjust if you understand this right. As you can see, not too light, can be a bit lighter in my opinion, so I'm probably gonna put it onto manual light settings instead of the automatic, but maybe it's better in changing light conditions than the manual settings. Then let's go to advanced. I missed it out on that one. As you can see here, there are only 3 users in this camera. That's a bit of a bummer in my opinion. The last camera that I had was a WANSVIEW, a normal 800x640 resolution camera. It had options to add more specific users with specific logins, so I thought it was quite nice. But here you can only use admin user and guest. So yeah, that's about it. Then you got the auto capture. You can snap onto the SD card. Email settings, you can set an email into this to let it send you a picture or I think small movie of the alarm that you set. So very nice option for guarding your premises, as it will automatically let you know when there is something wrong. Then you can set it onto the FTP server here. Set it to my NAS server. I'm not sure how it is working and if it is working, because it only works with IP, and I wanted to set it in a specific share, but I think I will find it out later. Then you got the alarm server, probably something to do with police and etc. Not sure how it works, as I don't got an alarm system to test it with. Yeah, I think that's about it. If you have any questions about this device or how it works and what you'd like to see more, please put it into the comments and I will try to find it out for you. I hope I can come back on the SD recording when that comes to work. I hope you had anything good on this review. Thank you for watching and goodbye.